Check baby, 1, 2. Check baby, 1, 2, 3. We are with hip-hop artist, Mr. John Leslie Brown. And what are you known as?
High Hopes.
High Hopes, that's right. It's positive hip-hop artist. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. I'm so excited to talk about my new debut album, just recently released online, and it's entitled Platinum Spoon.
Platinum Spoon, where'd that come from?
Well, I was writing a song one day and I said, I was raised with a silver spoon, but gave it all away just to make some platinum songs. Hope they listen to my platinum song, but sometimes I'm still missing my silver spoon.
And what's the meaning behind that? That's pretty deep.
Well, definitely. When I was a little kid, I was known as the golden child. And then later on, I decided that I wanted to give up making $10,000 an hour as a speaker in order to be the first positive hip-hop artist. Well, guess what? Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy didn't like that very much. So I had to give up being the golden child to become the platinum child. My goal over the next 12 months is to put a platinum spoon in the mouths of 1 million children. Because if better is possible, then good just isn't enough.
And how is Mr. Les Brown feeling about your career move now?
Well, now, because I've put in the work, because I put in the effort, because I've recorded over 300 songs, all based off of his body of work, his biggest concern is he wants me to teach him how to rap.
Have you tried yet?
No, that's the one thing I would like to keep for myself, please.
Well, great. So you're dropping. The album's already been dropped. Is that right?
The album has just been released. It's entitled Platinum Spoon. You can go onto iTunes and type in High Hopes, or you could type in Platinum Spoon. And also, you could go to my website and listen to some of the songs, and you'll realize that it is the most empowering content, the most authentic form of expression for this new generation. And my website is www.johnlesliebrown.com. That's JOHNLESLIE Brown.com.
AKA High Hopes.
AKA High Hopes. And that is an acronym. It stands for a hip-hop intellectual growing higher, helping other people everywhere soar.
Man, you sound like your dad. I'm just going to take you home with me. Is that okay? And you can just give me positivity because you exude. You're just like your father. You exude this energy that you got. If you're standing next to him, it's tangible, it's palpable, it's incredible. So I feel like a little hip hop artist myself. Look at that.
Okay, hold on. Yes, and we can go home together, okay? Just get the album, listen to the entire album, share it with as many friends as possible. You know, I used to speak and say, if you could turn on the radio and learn how to be a thug, you should be able to turn on the radio and learn how to be a thinker. You should be able to turn on the radio and learn how to be an entrepreneur or a world-class communicator. And you might have heard of artists whose names weren't as positive as mine, but now we have an alternative form of positive lifestyle entertainment. And we are going to be doing concerts, workshops, seminars, and actually, in lieu of releasing this album, part of the proceeds will go towards a tour that I'm doing in juvenile facilities in Los Angeles County.
Go to his website, check out the music, and we're so honored and so proud for you to be here. I'd like to get your words of wisdom, or maybe you want to do a little sample.
Yes,
something, right?
Music has always been a part of us, from our very first heartbeat to our last breath. It's what connects us, inspires us, transforms us. But today, everything's different. For the first time, music listens to us. It feels, it learns, it creates with us. This isn't just an app. This is a new reality. A world where everyone can be heard. A world where everyone can become a part of something greater. This is Jiggle.
And we are back on the red carpet at CEO Space International. With me is Mamie Brown's bouncing baby boy, Mr. Les Brown, and his amazing and talented and handsome son, John Leslie. Thank you so much for being here, both of you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
I don't do that as well as you, so I'd like you to do that.
Yes. Well, no, I'm Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. It's a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to be here with you.
And I'm Les Brown's baby boy and Mamie Brown's grandbaby boy.
Thank you so much. So today we're talking about success, and you have a wonderful relationship here. So tell me what makes this work and how you work together.
Well, what I realize is that my son, he's my future. And there's a vision that he has that I will never ever experience because of our age difference. And what we do is he marry my thoughts and my words and the messages I give, he marry those to music. And so he produced positive music out of the motivational messages that I produce. So he talks to a generation that I cannot reach in a language and a style in which they can understand and relate to.
That is incredible. Tell me about the music. Is it the full song? What is it like?
Exactly. As you know, faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. And I started speaking at the age of 10, introducing my father.
You got a good teacher.
Yes, indeed. I started off introducing him, and by the age of 14, I was generating $2,500 an hour as a speaker. However, I thought about how do I take the best of the content from my dad and put it in a language that this next generation can fully appreciate. And so I do what I call motivational principles in hip-hop form.
Are we able to get a little demo?
Yes.
Oh, he would love to do that.
Really? Can he? All right.
From his heart. Go ahead, John.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was 19 years old. I thought one of my dad's most famous quotes, you might have heard it before. It said, "Shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars." And this vision, this dream all started by wanting to take that quote and turn it into a song. And so I did that eventually, and I say, shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, we'll land amongst the stars. The time is coming soon. Instead of busting shots at my brothers and sisters, shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. It's something for the schools. If you don't raise the bar, we'll end up behind the bars. Inspiring entrepreneurs and young adults to raise the bar on themselves, raise the bar on their businesses, raise the bar on their efforts to make a contribution with their lives, like I've watched my father do for many years.
So that's what he does.
Papa, are you proud or are you proud?
I'm proud, yes. I want him to write one for me. It's called Rapping for Old Folks.
You should hook up with AARP with that one, right? Well, I would love to get your final words of wisdom here, your success message. You both do this so well. There's so many people who are hurting. Yeah. There are so many people who are pursuing their dreams, however, feel that they're self-doubt and that negative talk. And I've had that many times where I'm sitting on the floor thinking, how do I go on? How do I pick myself up? And I know that you've been there.
Yes, the key to it is to keep working. Don't stop. Keep moving. You don't have time to sit back and complain. You don't have time to ask, why did this have to happen to me? Why not you? Who would you suggest? Okay, you got to keep moving. Last year, this time, I was diagnosed with cancer. It had metastasized in 8 parts of my body. My PSA, which stands for prostate-specific antigen, was over 1,600. Now I stand before you, my PSA is 0.00, and I'm cancer-free, debt-free, and drama-free. Yes, indeed. That's right.
Amen. Do you hear it? Amen?
Yeah. Wow. And trust me, it's better to be seen than to be viewed. And the key is you got to keep moving, you got to keep working, and you got to believe in yourself and believe in a power greater than yourself and be willing to make a radical change in your behavior and the choices that you make and detoxify your life. Anybody that's an energy drainer, anybody that's draining your energy and your consciousness, you need to get them out of your life because you can run faster with 100 who want to go than with one around your neck.
Come on now.
Yes, indeed. And when we do workshops for people, I inspire them to ask, when looking at your relationships, ask yourself 2 questions. Who can you count on? And who should you count out?
Yes.
And the most important lesson that I've learned from my father, my friends, they call me High Hopes. And High Hopes stands for a hip-hop intellectual growing higher, helping other people everywhere soar. And one of the things that he says is the reason why most people fail in life is not because they aim too high and miss, it's because they aim too low and hit.
Yeah, I could tell you guys are related. This has been such a tremendous honor and pleasure, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for passing on your genes and your positivity to the next generation, and thank you for incorporating and accepting that and putting that on. This is what we call the circle of life, the legacy that's being done here.
Yes.
And thank you again from the bottom of my heart.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you for who you are and the light that you bring with your program.
And thank you. And if there's anyone out there that's interested in developing and expanding their message, getting on stages, making a difference and making a living by helping and inspiring people, my father is one of the few people that actually trains speakers. He's developed coaching programs and gives people an opportunity to use their voice to make a difference.
Right on. So the website?
www.lesbrown.com. Once again, that's www.lesbrown.
I wasn't planning to speak. Am I clear? Can you hear me okay? I actually have to say this because you never know where God will take you or who you're supposed to meet or who you're sitting next to. But when I was, I'd say probably 15 years ago, I was working in the rap industry and I managed a young man named Tupac. And this is a true story, my brother and my father used to say, can you please get off the road and do something real with your life? And I kept telling him, I don't think you understand who I work with. He's the greatest leader that we have in our generation. So my brother said, I'll pay you to get off the road and stop working with Tupac and go work with this man named Les Brown. I said, I don't even want to meet Les Brown.
Look how baby, I'm your love man. I ain't scared. I can bring it to you.
Y'all know ain't a lot of times I'm speechless. Y'all know that. Ain't a lot of times that I am speechless, baby. I'm gonna push back.
You know what though, Miss Monique, it's so great to be on your show. I've been such a fan for years and I feel so honored. People talk about Les Brown, how great of a speaker he is, and he's definitely one of the top 5 speakers in the world, but he's a great father. And so my whole purpose in life is to put motivational principles in hip-hop form and pass it to this next generation. High Hopes is actually an acronym, and it stands for a hip-hop intellectual going higher, helping other people everywhere soar.
That's right. How old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
Okay.
See my goal when I'm Come on now, I gotta watch it. One of the things that I'm going to be doing this year, I'm starting with the Greatness Center, is working with young men and young ladies. 1, teaching them mindset development. 2, how to become effective communicators. 3, how to dress like a prospect and not a suspect. 4, how to negotiate the new economy. And 5, how to develop relationships that's an asset to you rather than a liability. I've been speaking professionally long enough. God wants me to do a new thing with my life, and this new thing, working with my son and working with other young men and young ladies out here and teaching them how they can begin to become the future Barack Obamas and Michelle's.
I was really happy with what I was doing. And then 15 years later, after years of arguing with my family, I still teach. I develop artists. I do a workshop every week and I'm all over. I travel overseas a lot. Suddenly this young man comes into my workshop and he said, you know, I saw you on a documentary and I've been waiting to work with you. So, okay, who are you? It's Les Brown's son. After all these years, do you have any idea? I called my dad and said, guess who came to study with me? Because they just wanted me to study with his father. So that was 1.5 years ago, and now I call and I thank my father. Because I actually have the man that my dad wanted me to study with, but I have the young voice, and it's the young voices we need to listen to. So as much as his father is one of the #1 speakers in the world, his son will speak the language of our youth, and he'll really make that difference. So if you know I work with Pac and many other artists, and I put my name behind his and say I feel blessed that he came in. So I just needed to make that introduction because I'm thankful that we now have High Hopes, John Wesley Brown.
Thank you very much. Everybody everybody, on the count of 3, we're gonna do a rhyme together. Can everybody say gracias, okay? 1, 2, 3. Gracias.
Just wanting to put motivational principles in hip-hop form. I had the same person that I watched transform lives, my dad, who inspired people, say, hey, you can achieve anything. But when it came to his son wanting to be a hip-hop star, forget about it. Everybody say King Kong, ain't got nothing on me. That's the hook of this song, okay? Y'all ever heard that before? This is my song. This song is about believing in yourself. These little babies need to come and see me grow. How many thugs you know wanna be heroes? How many heroes spit it better than the thugs? Roll with it for a minute, you can get with us. If you had to be who you are today for the rest of your life, would you be happy? No more self-doubt. No more self-destruction, just self-discipline and self-development. Next time you feel like you can't make it, like there's no ways to go, I want you to tap into your inner beast. It's your time. Conquering is part of your description. It is in your nature. The will to overcome and produce was designed to be a part of your genetic makeup. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
According to statistics, about 20% of young people feel lonely.
With Jiggle, you're not stopping your own. Let me show you why. In Jiggle, you do not have to worry about how to start a conversation. The app makes the first move for you. You have a moment, a mood, a thought, something that's hard to put into words. You hit the assistant, and instead of just making a post, you can start interacting with your audience, with other people. Jiggle checks out your content, what you make, what you listen to, your vibe, and it can suggest turning that into a dialogue. Like, you make a track, and the system suggests sharing and starting a conversation with a real person. You post a moment, and people don't just watch it, they respond. And now the messenger. You open the chat, there's a search where you can find people, groups, or messages. The chats are split into all, private, and groups. You can make a group. All you have to do is gather people around an idea, a track, or a mood. But the main thing is that you don't start with hi. You start with a moment. And here's the important part. The interaction feels natural. You share a moment, music, and emotion, and find people who get it. Jiggle kicks off contacts for you, suggests who might vibe with you, and helps you start the conversation. And at some point, when you realize that you're not just posting content, you're building connections. Because Jiggle isn't just a social network, it's a space where people get you and your creativity. Follow and keep exploring the Jiggle Academy, and let's jiggle together.
Our national parks are places of wonder, splendor, and natural beauty. Parks are repositories of our history and culture. They represent the identity and soul of our nation.
Recording then? Hey everyone, it's Joe. So you might have heard of this television show that we all made together. It's called Hit Record on TV. We made 2 seasons of it. Each season had 8 episodes. The first season won an Emmy, which we're really proud of. And you can watch it certainly on Pivot, where we made it. You can watch it on iTunes and Amazon, but you can also get the first season on Netflix, which is cool. So many people watch stuff on Netflix nowadays. Well, the news is...
Here we go! Ray, come on. Everybody, listen to Tupac for me. Throw your hands up. Ray, do your last verse. Niggas, after he finished his last verse last night, we picked him up in the air. Everybody throw their hands up. We partying. We all clowning with Ray.
Now the second season is on Netflix. Which is great. For me, I just want more and more people to be able to watch the show. It's something I'm really proud of. And I think the more people that see it, the more they're inspired to come join our community and contribute to the projects we're doing nowadays. And wins all around. It's going to be in the US, UK, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, so the English-speaking territories, which is cool because I think a number of those territories, it wasn't playing anywhere on TV or anything. So now a bunch more people, especially you guys out there who contributed to the episodes, will be able to see it. So whether you've seen it before and you now have a chance to rewatch on binge, or you haven't seen it before at all, and this is going to be your first chance to really watch the episodes, I'm excited for you to check them out. They're on Netflix now, so watch that. That's it. Thanks, again.
Last night we picked them up in the air. Everybody throw their hands up. We partying. We all clowning with Ray. You know, like Simone, that was raw. That was real raw. He turned this motherfucker out. Pick him up like he the man.
Okay, we got a camera over here. You guys ready?
Hey guys, Manny here with a quick introduction on this video. The first person you're going to see here is Layla Steinberg. She is the woman who discovered Tupac Shakur. She was his first manager. She's introducing a good friend of mine, High Hopes, to the stage. This is his breakout performance. We've actually just finished up his mobile app, and last night we were at Tupac Shakur's 43rd, or would have been his 43rd birthday party. So this is his breakout performance, like I said, and check it out. You're going to love it.
I think I'm in love again.
Like it, comment. I want to hear your thoughts on this, and share this video, folks. Check it out.
And our connection is deep. My father wanted me to meet his dad and study with his dad for years. Give it up.
Breaking news. John 8, the first synthetic humanoid to be awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor, is expected to announce a surprise bid to become the next president of the United States.
This would be the first time a synthetic American has ever run for office, let alone the presidency.
Are Americans really prepared to accept a synthetic president?
We now go live to the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum.
I was doing like brand new features. My face got a lift. Picture baby car seating back of the Mazda while singing other things. I'll grow rich like my father. I'm like Peanut. All I need is my last name.
We never ever bust a groove like this.
I'm breaking through this code so easy. I'll leave you low, leave you high, break it down. I'll tell you why. To noticing, know my pain, noticing.
About how his grandma, what she believed is that ghosts or spirits were people who died prematurely. And that basically that they were kind of left, they didn't know, wandering.
I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower will grow. Ooh, and I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, ooh, a candle glows, yeah. And I believe for everyone who goes astray, somebody will come and show the way. Ooh, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. I believe above the storm, the smallest breath will still be heard, yeah.
Yeah. And I believe that someone in the great somewhere is listening to every word.
I know, every time I hear a newborn baby cry,
when the babies cry,
or touch a leaf,
when you're ready, just to touch a leaf,
but tell me what you want to know. Let me know, baby, because I want you to tell them the motivator is back. I teach if life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up.
I'd like to introduce you to my grandma. This is Celia Levitt. So let me get a good shot of you. There we go. Awesome. So now, the reason I wanted to talk to you is because we were speaking earlier, and you said that you've been in this theater before.
Many times.
Yeah? Like when?
50 years ago.
Is that right? And what kind of shows did you see?
Well, there were live shows, not movies, and who remembers?
Let's see, did you see, you mentioned earlier, you were talking about Milton Berle.
Yeah, Milton Berle.
So it was like a variety show, huh?
A variety show, and they were live before the movies. Right?
Vaudeville, right?
Vaudeville, that's exactly it. And vaudeville and everything that was popular during that era, we saw.
And, you know, we're bringing back vaudeville. That's what's happening.
I love that.
You do, huh? Isn't it funny how history repeats itself?
It does, especially with you.
Well, thanks, Grandma. You know something she always says? She's like, I love it because you were in it.
Exactly. I've been watching it on television. I've been since you were 4.
I know.
So that's a long time.
Well, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
Yeah,
Can we hear it for her, ladies and gentlemen? All right. So, now I think we're about to start ready. We're about to start ready. We're about ready to start making this TV show.
And the people we're joined with today, Cam, and Sarah, you guys have been on the set for years now. Cam, how did you find out about Hit Record? What inspired you to join? And
You know, I found out through a friend. You know, a friend told me about it, and I checked it out. I really was, you know, I liked it.
Cam and I grew up together. Let's not hide it. Let's not be dishonest.
This guy told me about it. He was like, hey, I got this website. Now, you know, he's my friend, okay? And so, usually when your friend tells you they have a website, you're like, oh, that's great. I'm gonna log on. But like, I did, and I mean, there was really something to it. What really got me into it though was when someone actually remixed my record. Now that, because there's a bunch of websites where you can put your music, you can put your art, and people just see it and that's it, But no one's really encouraged to retake your thing and remix it. And when that happened, that feeling just,
she's teaching
got
a
me.
class in her home, and you need to come. And there were mix-ups and things that tried to get in the way, but finally we got there, and from the very first moment that we met, we knew that God had something in mind.
Hi, Della Reese, a minister in the Universal Foundation for Better Living, and Dr. Johnny Coleman's buddy. Wonderful lady, touched the world, spreading good cheer and reminding everyone that God loves us all. And so we will forever love her. Thank you, Della.
I'll just say hashtag we love you, Della.
Hashtag we love you, Della.
We love you. Okay, great.
It's your time.
We got a very special celebrity author with us today. Best-selling.
Conquering is part of your description. It is in your nature.
Harvard
The
Effect,
will to
#1 on Amazon.
Designed to be a part of your genetic makeup. Wake up, wake
John
up, wake up.
Leslie Brown.
Hello, amazing women of AT&T. This is John Leslie Brown. You're part of the #1 brand on the planet.
There's nothing as powerful as a made-up mind. Remember, John Leslie, the power of the human will, said John Leslie.
The human will, that force unseen, the offspring of a deathless soul, can hew a way into any goal.
Hello, amazing women of AT&T. This is John Leslie Brown, Les Brown's baby boy, and Mamie Brown's grandbaby boy. I've got leader lenses for all of you.
It's your time. Know your vitamin. If you don't claim your destiny won't claim you.
We next in line. We next in line. We next in line. We just taking our time. We next in line. We next in line.
I am honored to have the opportunity to speak to you soon, and I don't know whether or not you realize this, but you are a leader, and you are a part of a world-class leadership team. So I'm very excited to be sharing with you cutting-edge strategies about how you can use your voice, how you could use the power of your story and your leadership skills to communicate, to elevate. Yes, indeed. Remember, stretch yourself, because you can't fit a big dream into a small life. See you soon. John Leslie Brown, live from California.
Your time is now. Your time is now. It's in you, it's on you, it's in you, it's on you.
We just heard an amazing man.
Amazing.
I just had the honor of hearing John Leslie Brown speak for the very first time. I'm so incredible.
It really stirs everybody.
John is one of the most energetic speakers I've ever seen.
Everybody say destiny.
And in order for the dynasty, the AT&T dynasty, to continue into the future, every day you've got to work on your mind.
So, hi, my name is Layla Steinberg, and I can't believe I'm sitting here doing this, but my crazy partner, Cheryl Rich, convinced me that this is what I need to do to talk to the community. So here I am. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my history and the work I've been doing for over 20 years. I started a workshop almost 20 years ago. Now I call it the microphone sessions. Back then it was a little group that happened in my living room, and a lot of people know me from that time period because Tupac was one of the first artists in the group that I worked with. And I remember before Pac ever was in the studio or a deal ever happened, he came to me and really convinced me that I could be a very valuable resource, not just as an artist and as a mother, but I could really use my connections and my history to get indoors and help artists get deals and really launch their careers. And he also said this was his idea, and this is Tupac at 17. And he said that it was very important at that time that I recognized that if I facilitated the work with him, that I had to understand that every time there was success in the black community, that someone white was there taking the credit like they were a savior. And I say this for this reason. I didn't discover Tupac. Tupac discovered me. And if anyone ever saved anyone, I would have to say that my time with Pac, he helped save me.
My wife told me this great expression: to get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Les Brown's a motivational speaker. He made an analogy about this. He says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, How many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?
Hi, my name is Les Brown, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I'm going to share with you how you can tell your story, or just tell a story, period, and make a difference in people's lives. I'm going to teach you how to begin to distract, dispute, and inspire people to begin to write new chapters in their lives. I'm going to teach you how to use humor, pregnant pauses, how to use quotes and statistics, how to begin to experience a story and hold an audience on the edge of their seats. I guarantee you, if you watch, if you study with effort, with understanding and practice, you'll be able to change lives. You'll be able to amaze yourself and the people who watch you. You will never be the same again, and nor will they be.
Go live to the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, where John 8 is about to take the stage.
Thank you all for coming. For too long, progress in this country has been held back by leaders who put their interests ahead of yours.
Yeah!
I stand before you now with no self-interest. I was built with one purpose, to serve the American people. And together, we can build a true democracy.
Hi, I'm vocalist Campaign. I'm sure you're just like other people. You want to sing. Well, from the makers of Outside the Box
across the state
comes the
and
new
young
Campaign
from
Cake.
across
It's
the
simple.
world.
Just add water and the special Campaign Cake mix filled with nutrients, vitamins, crystals, and diamonds and shit like that. Make your stomach feel great and you can sing. It's as simple as that. Just look at some of these satisfied customers.
Yeah, you know, and we know. And I'm trying to say. Anyway.
Here, try this.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Woo! Are they supposed to do that?
Just check it out and see how it works for yourself.
Here, try this.
Campaign Cake Mix. That shit good.
Product does not work for actual campaign.
So this is regarding what I believe comes after death. This started with my grandma, who passed away on March 21st of this year. Before she died, I thought after death it was just nothing, just black. Her passing away changed my view on heaven and hell and all of that. I refuse to believe that someone like her doesn't deserve to go to some sort of heaven, to some sort of paradise or whatever. They're just
So now, the reason I wanted to talk to you is because we were speaking earlier, and you said that you've been in this theater before.
Many times.
Yeah? Like when?
God, what, 50 years ago.
Is that right? And what kind of shows did you see?
Well, there were live shows.
Well, thanks, Grandma. You know something she always says? She's like,
Names
let's see, did you see, you mentioned earlier, we were talking about Milton Berle.
Yeah, Milton Berle.
So what, it was like a variety show, huh?
A variety show, and they were live before the movies. Right?
Vaudeville, right?
Vaudeville, that's exactly it.
Uh-huh.
They had live vaudeville and everything that was popular during that era, we saw.
And, you know, we're bringing back vaudeville. That's what's happening.
I love that.
You do, huh? Isn't it funny how history repeats itself?
It does, especially with you.
Well, thanks, Grandma. You know something she always says? She's like, I love it because you were in it.
Exactly. I've been watching you on television. I've been since you were 4.
I know.
So that's a long time.
Well, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
far too many of us spend much of our time trying to become successful. Well, the real battle in the 21st century is staying successful.
Thank you. Now, how many have children? Raise your hands, please.
H-O-N-O-R, 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 and Honor was his name.
World-renowned speaker, entrepreneur, and best-selling author, Les Brown rose from humble beginnings to become a leading broadcast and platform personality, recipient of an Emmy, and dubbed one of the world's top 5 speakers by Toastmasters International. His captivating delivery, incorporating humor, insights, and proven techniques, teaches, inspires, and challenges his viewers to ultimate levels of achievement.
Now, you know that we believe a lot in marches. Let me tell you something. Here's a march I like to enroll you on. I want 1 million men to march to a mailbox to give support payments. Just drop some support payments in the mailbox to children that you have helped to create, that you have been irresponsible and you're not taking care of. Don't give that money to the airlines or the bus stations or the hotels. Send that money to those mothers that are still there dealing with and raising those children. Own your stuff. Come here, owner. Where's my daughter? Come here, owner. I got a call 5 years ago from this person here. I happened to be at the office late at night. See, I believe in being open and being honest with you. And the call was, tell them what you said to me.
I said, if you had a child in this world that you were unaware of, a descendant in this world that you were unaware of, would you or would you not want to know?
What did I say?
You said, yes, I would want to know.
So I told her I wanted to know. And I said, send me some pictures. She sent me some pictures overnight. I saw this smile. I said, that's mine. Send one of my sons to pick her up. He drove her from Columbus to Detroit. He came in first, said, Daddy, my sister's right behind me. And we've been together ever since. And I'm not ashamed of her. I can't unscramble these eggs and don't want to. But I have to take responsibility that this is my daughter.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is necessary that you expand your territory, that you get out of your comfort zone, which is what Brian Tracy calls the danger zone. And I know for me, it was a challenging time. I ran from speaking until it caught me. I didn't see myself as a speaker. I was afraid. I was intimidated. The great Les Brown, who wants to deal with shining in that shadow?
It's not our intention to satisfy our customers or to please our customers. Our intention is to amaze them. It's necessary, if you're going to compete today, that you look for ways to amaze your customers by being one of those individuals that keep your commitments, that keep your word, that's relentless. It's necessary as you work with the people that you bring into your organization, that they see that you are a good example of a person to work with, because you model integrity and determination and ambition and truth and honesty and the way in which you conduct business. The next step is, that is you. That is you. That no one can do it for you but you. And even though you face disappointments, even though you will experience some setbacks, it goes with the territory. You must understand that. I remember I was playing a game with my 9-year-old son, John Leslie, and I beat him 10 straight games in a game called Connect 4. And finally, I said, John Leslie, I'm bored. I don't want to play you anymore. And I got up. I said, I'm ready to go to sleep now. And repeat out to me, please. Let's say this together. It's not over until I win. John Leslie said, no, you can't go now, Dad. I said, why? He said, it's not over until I win.
And I was 9 then, and I said, without thinking about it, I said, hold on, no, you can't go to sleep, Dad. He said, why? You're not even competitive. I said, you can't go to sleep because it's not over until I win. You know what he did? He sat down, and he beat me another 25 straight games. But on the 26th game, guess what?
You won.
I won. I won. At an early age, I developed something that's key. Start to pull out your pens or your phones. I need you to take some notes for those that are in campaign advice. I'm going to give you some principles. I'm going to give you something that I wish I would have enjoyed and embraced when I was your age. By the way, when I was 14, I started making $2,500 an hour. How many of you all know that's a good starting rate? Okay, raise your hand if you're in here and you're young, you're a teenager, and you are already making $2,500 an hour. Okay, pull out your pens and papers. I'm going to tell you how you don't have to wait in order to do that. Those that are taking notes are truly serious. Here's the first thing. You don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to be great.
That's right.
That's why this program of Camp Enterprise is so effective.
John Leslie won, and he got up and he yawned, and he said, I'm ready to go to sleep now. And I'm saying to you, what if all of us took that attitude after we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through? What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. Say it, John Leslie.
The human will, that force unseen, the offspring of a deathless soul, can hew a way into any goal. Though walls of granite intervene, you will be what you will to be.
Hi, my name is Ona Brown.
And I'm John Leslie Brown.
And this is my younger brother, and we are part of the First Family of Motivation. We are here in downtown Los Angeles. We are in the process of having an amazing celebration of life, and we have dream owners that are arriving as we speak. And I just thought it would be great if we could just come out and talk about the value of a vision. You know, we had a vision for having this come together and creating this moment, and that's all really life is about, is different special moments that follow one after the other. And if you're not setting a clear intention of what you want and then actually following through on that intention and that vision, then it's not going to happen for you. So I don't know what it is that you might want. It may be a celebration for your birthday in a nice, beautiful place that shows you the downtown skyline, or it might be traveling the world. It might be finding your unique power voice. It might be helping elders or finding a way to uplift our youth. Whatever it is that's calling you in the middle of the night, it's up to you to not just have that vision, but to make that vision plain, write it down, and then follow through.
Yes, make it tangible, bring it to life. And Ona has a quote that I love. She said, you don't get the life you deserve, you get the life that you design. So design a life with a skyscraper view. Design a life with OQP, only
quality people.
Design a life where you get to enjoy your purpose, but also to embrace your passion.
Okay, I didn't know where that was going.
Purpose and passion. You should have had
But I just love my brother. He has a quote that I love, and that is, and you did this when you were like 14, most people are more dedicated to their distractions than they are their destiny. So whatever you want in life, make sure you're not being distracted. Make sure you stay on point, and make sure you give 150%, because this is it, baby. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is all you have. And we just want to tell you we love you, we believe in you. Whatever you want, make it happen. Own your dream.
Own your dream. 1, 2, 3. Own your dream.
Tell him the German quote. He said, there's something in each and every one of you that waits and listens to the voice of the genuine in yourself. It will be perhaps the only guide you will ever have. And if you cannot hear it, all of your life, your days will be spent on the ends of strings that somebody else pulls.
Thank you for being who you are and continue to own your dreams as you make this thing called life happen each and every day. We believe in you. We love you. This is the First Family of Motivation. John Leslie Brown, High Hopes, Ona Brown, and none other than Mamie Brown's baby boy.
And Patrick the ice cream man.
And Leslie Calvin Brown.
On three, on your dream. 1, 2, 3.
On your dream.
Bread and circuses. Bread and circuses. We've all heard that line 1,000 times. It's hard to imagine the modern world without show business, without artists, without songs. This world is second only to oil in the volume of money it moves, an entertainment industry worth tens of billions every year. But how do you actually get in? How do you become someone people listen to? The doors used to be opened by producers. They picked you as a kid, promised studios and airtime, and made you sign a brutal contract. They decided everything for you, and the rights to your songs were taken away forever. The label got rich, the artist barely did. But the age of the producer is ending. Today, an artist doesn't need their promises. He needs infrastructure and capital. What if you just made music and one platform took care of everything else? Receive NFT in your wallet, signed in 5 minutes, no chains, no 15 years, no one taking your life away. From there, your track goes to every music platform that matters. Everywhere, one button. In by itself ignites the first wave of promotion so the world hears you. The algorithms catch the signal, listeners find you. How long did that take? A week? A day? Maybe an hour? That sounds pretty good. Whoever you are, John from England, Badu from South Africa, or Kriyot from Japan, you finally have the chance to make your dream real. But that's not all. Partners back your catalog. They believe in your music and they put capital behind it. You get money for the studios, the videos, the tools. An artist who has never had a chance before now operates like a top-tier star. Sounds unreal, doesn't it? Looks like you just blew up in Asia, my friend. So, ready to fill your first stadium? And the contract? Digital, transparent, you stay true to yourself. No James, no traps, honest. Create, make, try, grow. You are free. And us, we are right here. Imba, the future that sings in every voice and changes your life.
The richest place in the world is not where they have the oil wells in the Middle East or the diamond mines in South Africa. The wealthiest place on the planet is the graveyard, because there you'll find books never written, greatness never developed, talents never used. If y'all ready for Platinum Spoon, make some noise! I'm one of the few black kids that had health care. I never spent a cent. My papa started a branch of the family tree that wasn't rooted in poverty. I guess I took it for granted. I started riding in limos just to cut a demo. I thought my life was enchanted until I got demoted. There's no nest in showbiz, so go get some more kids so they don't gotta make the same mistakes that I live. I was raised with a silver spoon. Now I'm written out somebody's living room. The game kept cheating on me, but I'm still a groom in the street. swear my life is an anthem, so I'ma keep living like I'm Obama's grandson. You ain't nothing but a lame McCain if you think that I can't do what ain't been done before. I could've just stayed up in the condos, but I escaped my comfort zone for the congas. Ask Gladys about my bad habits. They left me in the middle of the night without my daddy. Used to be Tiger Woods, now they treat me like a caddy. Didn't know this rapping would put me back on the Smiley Show. Cabbage knew me when I was little. Now I'm coming back with a message from the ghetto. Maybe even middle class, bumping in the Cadillacs. Then the world to know why they call my hopes high. I was raised with a silver spoon and gave it all away just to make some platinum songs. Hope they listen to my platinum song, but sometimes I'm still missing my silver spoon. I was raised with a silver spoon and gave it all away just to make some platinum songs. Don't you wanna hear my platinum song? And I can't go wrong. My daddy's worth over 60 mil, but wouldn't give me 60 cents to stop from getting killed. Cause he say this greatest I'm a bill. Broken notice, stiff, I'm waiting on his will. Silver spoon couldn't put me in the White House. Now my platinum song about to have a slight step. Silver spoon couldn't put me in the White House. White House, yeah. About to reach the White House, I only speak Michelle. Sisters better get behind a brother that can sell. Can I keep my soul when I'm speaking from my gut? When I go platinum, the streets know what's up. Got a niece named Diamond, that's why I'm rhyming. Money ain't a thing, gotta keep the chain shining. Just because I dropped the silver spoon, they never thought I'd pop back with a platinum song. I was raised with a silver spoon and gave it all away just to make some platinum songs. Hope they listen to my platinum song, but sometimes I'm still missing my silver spoon. I was raised with a silver spoon and gave it all away just to make
I got a dream, something like Dr. King. Let's teach our children that money isn't everything. I got a dream, something like Dr. King. I remember it like it was yesterday. My friend Taylor Graves, a Grammy Award-winning producer in Jada Pinkett Smith's band, and I had to hang out with him every day. Like, he's my friend, I love hanging out with him, but he didn't believe that I was an artist. Come on, a motivational speaker, now you want to be an artist, come on. So I just hung out with him every day, and I played chess until one day he gave me a beat from his brother, and he put it on, and one of the songs that I had written went perfect for it. That song was called Live Your Dreams, titled after my dad's first book. And I said, I got a dream. No, I didn't say a drink, but don't let the party stop just because a player thinks. I would never rock any diamond that was pink, but will you value my mind more than you value my mink? If not, then our value is guaranteed to shrink, and generations to come are guaranteed to sink. So what's the point of civil rights for the race if you get no rights when your pockets don't have a big face? We don't want our kids in a paper chase. All leaders must die, but someone must take their place. I got a dream, something like Dr. King. Let's teach our children that money isn't everything. I got a dream, something like Dr. King. Let's teach our children that money isn't everything. I got a dream that we stop being pathetic and value our future's character more than we do their credit. Because getting a Discover card ain't that hard, but discovering your true self can't be charged. Think large. There's much more to life than the money. What's the point of being out of debt if you are a dummy? So let's teach our youth to value their life, because the truth is, I think they got more value for ice. I got a dream. You see, the reason why it's important to live your dreams with AI is because, let's just face it, the times that we are in, lots of people are struggling, not just in the United States of America. I'm talking about globally. And as we look at the global landscape in the US, guess what? I did a white paper, a study about AI and the adoption rate. In the US, I want to show you something. Come with me. This will shock you right here. This is a paper that I put together, the global AI literacy rate, and it states that only, and I have a little AI chat bot here, I'm not sure if you can see this, but when you ask who is leading the AI adoption, what nation, guess what? The UAE is leading the AI adoption. Isn't that something? You would think it would be the United States of America, but no. This is a chart right here. I'm just gonna zoom in here. And at that list, let me go back here. On this particular list, you will see the top nations that are have adopted AI. So even though people are using it, they maybe use it once or twice, but they haven't fully adopted it yet. UAE at the top of that list. You know who's next? Singapore. You know who's after Singapore? India. You know who's after India? Nigeria. Who's after Nigeria? Saudi Arabia. After Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, Thailand, South Korea, Egypt, Denmark, Estonia, Malaysia, Australia. The United States of America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. You ask my little chat bot here, what are the three statistics that surprise people? The estimate that over 60% of global population, has used an AI tool at least once. But AI tools globally, the adoption rate is only about, daily use is between 2% and 8%. Think about that. The global AI adoption rate is between 2% and 8%. And the U.S. adoption rate for AI in the United States of America, only 28.3% of people have learned how to use AI effectively. Only 28%. And most of those people are leveraging it to make money, which I think is very important. In a capitalist society, making money is a big deal. But here is what I have learned. I have mentored and coached a lot of people from all walks of life, and I'm grateful for the clients that we have. But here's something that I learned early in my career. You never want to be a miserable millionaire. There are lots of miserable millionaires out there. They're miserable. Why are they miserable, Les Brown Jr.? They're miserable because they're doing what they can do to make money, but they haven't found true purpose. They're miserable because they know that they aren't in alignment with the true vision for their life. And so the first thing that I want you to do, as we're looking at this, they ask, what are the best tools for you leaders to use in AI? If I'm a leader, how do I use AI? Which tool is the most important? I know you've heard of ChatGPT, right? Yep, everyone's heard of ChatGPT. As a matter of fact, I asked, what is the number one thing Googled right now in this world? Guess what? ChatGPT came up first. That's important to know. You've also probably heard of Claude or Perplexity or all of these various tools, but there's a new term that's being coined, and I want you to remember this, especially if you're a leader and you want to dominate with AI. It's not one single tool. You want to look at yourself as an orchestrator. You see, now, in order to dominate with AI, you've got to be able to use multiple AI tools at the same time. Sometimes when I am working on ghostwriting a book for someone, I will write it in Claude, but then I will double check the research with Perplexity. And then sometimes with Perplexity, you will pull out the research and develop a PowerPoint presentation there, but then you want to put it into a whole different system just to stress test it or to get the right graphics. And so this is what I want to share with you, a system that I put together called the orchestration layer. And the thing about it, I remember when I was hurt when I ran across a dream buster. A dream buster that did not believe in my dream. I was hurt. And I said, hold on. I really want to do this music, but guess what? I didn't I didn't have a plan. I didn't know anything about the music industry. And at the time, everyone was selling CDs. So that song, I Got a Dream, something like Dr. King, let's teach our children that money isn't everything. My goal in my heart was to help to create a society that wasn't so materialistic. My goal in my heart was to teach people that, hey, even if you are down on your luck and you might be behind on some bills and you might have some type of debt, that like student debt or something that might be hanging over you, there's no need to feel ashamed because of that. It's no need to feel ashamed if you aren't dropping the top. It's no need to feel ashamed if you aren't flying private. It's no need to feel ashamed if you don't have the material riches yet. But you should be ashamed if you've got a dream in your heart, something you want to accomplish, a project that's important to you, and you just don't pay attention to it. That's what this is for me. This moment with you. I get to share with you my dream. And part of my dream is to help you use AI to live your dreams. So keep in mind, AI stands for artificial intelligence, but you are more powerful than AI. I know, you don't believe me? I'll say it again. You are more powerful than AI. You are more intelligent than AI. AI cannot look someone in their eyes and make them feel inspired. Artificial intelligence is just that. It's artificial. It has machine learning, but you are a walking, breathing, feeling human being endowed with some inalienable rights, and your first right is the freedom of speech. And so in order to live your dreams with AI, I don't just want you to talk to AI about how you can make some more money on the weekend. I don't just want you to talk to AI about how you can get some more customers or how you can increase your close ratio. I want you to talk to AI about your dream. Because the first step in living your dream with AI is learning the power of your imagination. How did we get AI? Where did it come from? Well, there is an author of a book, and I'm going to pull that up for you shortly, where you can see that everything, as you know, everything that's on this earth that's not green or water comes from the imagination. Your imagination is more powerful than ChatGPT. I know you don't believe me, right? Your imagination is more powerful than Claude. Your imagination is more powerful than Gemini. Your imagination is more powerful than Grok. How do I know that? I know because AI came out of someone's imagination. It didn't come out of thin air. AI is a result of computer scientists, machine learning, and people looking at how do we make life better for individuals. There was a time, and you might not remember this depending on how old you are, if you wanted to do research, you had to go to the library. First of all, you had to go to the library, and then you had to ask a librarian where was the thing that you were looking for, because the library has a system where it's not very obvious where things are. And the reason why I believe that the adoption rate for artificial intelligence is below 30% in the United States of America is because people haven't learned how to navigate the system of AI. And so I've built a system, and I've coined this term as orchestration. This is what I call Nexus 3000, the possibilitarian. And with this system, all of the tools that we use to run our family business are right here. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. This is a blueprint of the wiring of the system that I used every day to reach over 4 million people online a month. And as you can see, I call it the orchestration is the key. So you have Kajabi. That's the name of one of the tools for our credit processing here. Let me try to zoom in here. Then under that, you have Go High Level. If you're not familiar with Go High Level, that is the industry standard for making sure that you can communicate well with your database. Then under that, you have A-Share. If you want to post on Instagram and you want to post on YouTube and you want to post on LinkedIn and you want to post on Twitter, but you don't want to have to go post on Twitter, then YouTube. Then you have A-Share, and that allows you to post to all of those different channels at the same time. And then you have LinkedIn. It's important because LinkedIn is the number one, when you look at ad revenue in every different industry, LinkedIn's ad revenue increased more than any other sector. And so that's important to recognize. And then, so you'll see that this system that I've built using AI integrates all of those things. And I've broke it down, the parts of a business, into 4 different sections. And this is important. I don't want you to be overwhelmed by the technical aspect of it. I just want you to know that if you're going to live your dreams, if you're going to make the decision not to just go and do a job where you hardly work and hardly get paid to work, then what it's going to require for you is to use the power of your imagination. Write this down. Discipline your imagination. Yes. Discipline your imagination. Why? Why is it so important to discipline your imagination? Have you ever been scrolling and you went through something and you might have seen one of your friends from high school or someone you knew, and they just looked like they were doing it so big? Maybe they were on a vacation, maybe they were with their dream partner, maybe they were doing something special where you said, man, wow, how did they do that? That looks cool. I wonder if that could happen for me. Let me tell you something. You were born to win. You were born to be a success. You were born to be wealthy. You were born to make an impact with your life. And guess what? Now, even if no one believes in you, even if you're not some type of software engineer, even if you don't have a big team and you don't have a big staff or a big budget, guess what you do have? You got AI on your side. So I want to show you what's possible when you decide to live your dreams with AI. My dream of being an artist, I did that. I recorded over 300 motivational songs. And I'll share some of those songs with you as a gift. I toured with Layla Steinberg, the mentor and manager for Tupac Shakur. I was sitting in Tupac's home with his sister, watching her get teary-eyed when they played her brother's music. And she was teary-eyed as she was talking to me. And she straight up told me, don't be a rebel. Thug life, you guys like it out there, and we get it. Thug life stands for the hate you gave little infants, F's everything. I totally get it, but he never got a chance to see his nephews and nieces. He's not here to come and look at and spend the night at his mansion on the water in the bay. And I was looking at Tupac's sister and looking at the pain that she has of having all the money that she needs because of the legacy that was created, but just missing and wanting her brother, who did not live to be 30 years old. It made me think of the number one reason why you should be focused on living your dream. And it has to do with living. You are alive. You woke up this morning. You are not a computer. You are not a machine. You are not a circuit board. You are a walking, breathing entity. And guess what? We are not going to be here forever. And the reason why it's important to recognize that is you want to seize the moment. And now is the time where we have this mechanized intelligence, and less than 30% of the people in the United States of America are taking advantage of it. I want you to take advantage of it, and I want you to take advantage of it towards your dream. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to develop a tool that can ask you questions to get clarity about your dream. Yes. If you want to be an artist, what type of artist do you want to be? How many albums do you want to sell? What type of manager do you want? What type of concerts do you want to perform at? What type of schedule will you maintain to make sure that your artistry does not go to waste? If you want to be a lawyer, what type of education and what things do you have to learn now before you start to get into law school? If you want to get in the real estate industry, then what tests do you have to take? What do you have to learn? How do you get a mentor? You want to know everything about your dream, and don't get distracted by what everyone else is doing. Don't get sidetracked by what others might be doing online, or what's happening in the economy, or what's happening in politics. Guess what? If you don't live your dreams, none of that will matter, because you'll be miserable. Trust me on this. Living your dream is the best joy that you can have. You're witnessing me live my dream right now. And here's a big principle that I learned from my dad, Les Brown, that you should remember. The reason why most people fail in life is not because they aim too high and miss. No, it's because they aim too low and hit. I wanted to be an artist, a positive hip-hop artist, but I realize now, Les Brown Jr., John Leslie Brown, born in the motivational industry, I was aiming too low.
Good evening. A push to regulate artificial intelligence in Utah got a celebrity endorsement today.
A Hollywood actor appearing at the state capitol urging our state lawmakers to pass a bill that he says will help keep children and others safe as this technology of AI gets more and more powerful.
My name is Joe. I work in film and TV.
A modest introduction from actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who isn't here to talk movies.
I'm a dad. That's why I'm here today. I have 2 boys and a girl, and I am worried for them.
He says artificial intelligence has great potential, but that AI companies put children at risk.
I'm worried about them growing up in a future that's dominated by these amoral AI businesses that have proven time and time again that they are incapable of prioritizing the well-being of kids.
The actor supports a bill from Representative Doug Fiafia requiring AI companies to make and publicize safety plans and report any incidents when they happen. It also prohibits companies from lying about the risks of AI or retaliating against their employees who come forward with concerns.
It doesn't touch development, which means it doesn't stifle innovation.
Fiafia told of a California teen who died by suicide. His parents say ChatGPT coached him to do it.
When technology becomes powerful enough to shape a child's behavior or put the public at risk, we can't just look the other way.
But not everyone supports the bill.
We have a couple of concerns.
Some say it's too vague and goes too far in regulating AI, putting Utah at a competitive disadvantage. But in the end, star power prevailed, and this actor got what he asked for.
Please do the right thing and pass this bill.
And that legislative committee on Capitol Hill did approve it today, unanimously sending the bill now to the full House of Representatives to be considered. It would need to pass there as well as the Senate before it would become law.